Hello, this is Shen on the GrowFlow YouTube channel. It's January 2022 and the US government is finally making it easier for Americans to access free at-home COVID-19 test kits with the launch of the covidtest.gov website. Sometimes it is possible to have both speed and quality. The rapid antigen tests that give you results in 15 minutes are a nice solution, and this speed has been a reason why the tests have been very popular. But if you're going to rely on these rapid tests, you should know why they might sometimes give you the wrong results. In November 2021, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration published guidelines saying that COVID home tests should have at least 98% negative percent agreement, MPA, and 80% positive percent agreement, PPA. What the heck are these numbers? What are we agreeing on? Well, the agreement is between a rapid test and the lab-based PCR COVID test. You don't need to remember what PCR stands for, just that the PCR test is a standard of accuracy for COVID testing. Here's how I would clarify what the numbers mean for a rapid test that has 98% MPA and 80% PPA. If your rapid test says that you have COVID, this test result will match the PCR test result 98% of the time. It will not match the PCR test result 2% of the time. A 2% error rate is low, so if your rapid test says that you have COVID, then it's almost certainly correct. The current CDC recommendation for people who test positive for COVID is to isolate for at least 5 days. If your rapid test says that you do not have COVID, this test result will match the PCR test result 80% of the time. It will not match the PCR test result 20% of the time. To me, a 20% error rate is not low. You might have heard that rapid tests are less sensitive than PCR tests. This doesn't mean that the rapid tests have a tougher skin. The term sensitivity in this case has to do with the 80% PPA number. The rapid tests are less likely to tell you that you have COVID, even when you do have it. Okay, so what? You probably don't want to test positive for COVID anyways. I don't either. For me, all this info just makes me more cautious about relying on rapid tests. If I take a rapid COVID test that shows negative, and it's important to me to get to the truth with greater certainty, I will also take a PCR COVID test. You can find at-home PCR tests on LabCorp or Amazon, or go in person to your nearest COVID testing location. Rapid COVID tests also expire sooner than PCR tests, so check your expiration dates. I like to avoid stockpiling a bunch of COVID tests that I don't need. I do like the idea of using rapid COVID tests when I'm outside the country. To get back to the US, there's currently a requirement to get a COVID test within 1 day of the return flight. 1 day is often not enough time to get a PCR test result back, and a rapid test is more likely to show negative, so you're allowed back home. Is this right? Maybe not, but it is more convenient. Of course, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to have to quarantine on a Mexican resort with great customer service. I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. Please click the subscribe button if you want more videos on this channel. Thank you.